That is, wow. Okay, so that means if you hire 5 people this year without a real onboarding system, statistically, one of them is walking out the door within 3 months.
And probably like at the worst possible time, right? Because usually when they leave, you've already invested weeks of your time and their time, and it's like, ugh, we're back to square one.
So, what does a good onboarding actually look like for a small business? Because I don't think people realize, you don't need a huge HR department for this.
You need to be able to hand someone a clear step-by-step description of what their job actually looks like, not a vague job description, like a real SOP, a standard operating procedure. Here's how we answer emails. Here's how we follow up on leads. Here's how we handle a customer complaint. Written down step by step with screenshots if possible. And when you have that, the new hire can actually succeed. They don't need you to hold their hand every step of the way because the process is already in their hands.
This is interesting because I think a lot of business owners hear that and they think, okay, great, so I need to spend my weekends writing SOPs, which sounds terrible.
Right, and that's the trap. Because if you do that, if you try to sit down and document everything yourself before you hire, you'll never hire. You'll just keep putting it off because it's a huge time commitment. And here's where it gets really interesting. The best business owners I've seen, they flip the model. Instead of documenting everything first and then hiring, they bring on the right kind of help that documents as they work. So the systems get built in real time by the person doing the work, which means the business owner doesn't have to. The process gets captured naturally.
Okay, I want to dig into that because that is exactly what we see work at Prosulum. Like the whole concept of your processes getting built while the work is getting done. That changes everything about how you scale. Because now you're not just getting work done, you're building a system that can run without you.
Exactly. And it's kind of wild once you see it in action. Like there's one client, he runs a content creation business, YouTube focused, and he was drowning, literally 100+ comments a day, 300 referral requests a month, text messages constantly. He was completely buried. And within 3 days, his person was independently handling complex questions on his behalf because the process was being documented as they went.
3 days? I mean, that's the part that always kind of blows people away when they first hear it.
He does. And I think the reason it blows people away is because most people have only ever experienced the old model. You know, hire someone, babysit them for months, hope they figure it out. When you flip it, when the documentation is built in from day one, it's a completely different experience.